All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Don's Modeling Desk, and I got Ken here as a producer. So,
Good evening, everyone.
and we have nobody in the comments yet, nobody watching yet. So,
Oh, give him a minute.
so what's going on, Ken?
Oh, not too much. Just enjoying having power again. I didn't have power all morning.
That's not good.
Yeah, it was a huge area where I live.
Yeah, I saw that on Discord that you said you were supposed to be out of power for like 3 hours or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. We got 6 people watching.
That was quick.
We got Trent and Andrew.
What's going on, Trent? Andrew? What are you waiting a minute for, Andrew? um, I'm just gonna finish up these here spear guns. Let me zoom in a little bit here. I'm going to finish up these here spear guns, and then that'll be it for the Infernal War Machine. And then I got something else that I'm going to start on. So,
And Ricardo's here. He says, hey, hello, Donnie, Ken, and everyone in chat.
what's going on, Ricardo? Let me get my brush out here.
So, what colors are you using on these spears? Spear guns.
I think I'm just going to play it by ear. Some black and some metallics. Going to paint the shaft of the spears black, and then probably go with some Game Air metallics on the rest of it.
Okay.
I love brush painting those Game Air metallics. Let me find my black here. I think I got too many colors of black.
Stephen Haynes is here. Welcome, Stephen.
What's going on, Steven?
Mm.
You okay there, Ken?
Oh, sorry, I was just stifling a yawn.
I heard.
I got some new resistors in today, so good
Nice.
there. And some more. I had ordered some new shrink tubing that's 3 times shrink. So
I was going to order some of that, but for the price, I'll just stick to the 2 times. I ordered some 2 millimeter of the 2 times shrink.
yep.
I need to ask Jody if he got his resistors yet. He was talking on the stream the other night that he was working on his ship and he needed some resistors, but he didn't have any resistors. So I sent him some resistors, but I don't know if he ever got them.
Okay. Oh, and Andrew says he just got the 8th request for the jacket.
Oh, that jacket seems to be pretty popular there, Andrew.
You can tell who the real Star Trek fans are.
Right? I mean, considering it's not even supposed to be a Star Trek jacket, it does have a remarkable resemblance to one.
It does.
Not sure if that's completely accidental or accidentally on purpose or what.
And Buck is here. Hello, Buck.
What's going on, Buck?
He says, hello, is this thing on?
Maybe. I got your kit all printed, Buck. I just got to get the last couple pieces cured, and then I'll get it packed up and sent to you.
Speaking of kits coming in, Andrew, I just got a kit from, I got a box from Germany here today. So it would be the 2 models I ordered for you and I. Got here pretty quick.
Oh, that's right. You got the Into Darkness Enterprises, didn't you?
Yes, yeah. They had a couple. They had a few of them, so I bought one for myself and one for Andrew.
That's actually a good kit. I've got one myself. I started it and then I got stuck trying to figure out how to make the counter rotating blades in the nacelles.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think Boyd did a video of that at one point.
Well, I found these little it's like a ball and it
Yes.
has a shaft that comes up out of it and two counter rotating propellers. And it's
Okay.
kids' toys, what it is. So I disassembled that and it works, but I cannot for the life of me figure out how to get it mounted in the nacelle.
Hmm. Don's
Because
here.
all you have is the end of the shaft coming out to attach to the blades. One blade you could put on the end of the shaft, the other one you can't. And I cannot for the life of me figure out how to do it. It's just, I'll get it someday.
And even though Andrew was not sponsored by them, he says Andy's inner light system has a solution for that.
What, a LED solution? I want a motorized solution. I want actual moving physical blades.
Yeah, I think Boyd just used two different little motors, almost like the ones you'd see in the. Uh, oh, Andrew says both. They have both, so maybe mechanical
Really?
and electronic.
For counter rotating blades?
That's cool. Yeah, Boyd's was. I think it was instead of the plastic gears on it, like the kit lighting system. He had two that he'd bought aftermarket somewhere that had metal gears. Plus, and I think he just wired it backwards, and it seemed to work. And then Andrew says, "Did you see the airplane model with the rotating prop at Andrew's booth at Wonderfest?"
Yeah, but that was just a single prop, wasn't it? It wasn't counter rotating props.
Well, maybe he can do it.
Exacto counter spinero.
No, one of the planes did have two props. I remember watching the video because you see
Counter
the one start
rotating,
first, and then after like however many seconds, the second prop starts.
but counter rotating props, one in front of the other.
That's a good question. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. They are one in front of the other on that one. It's not just two on either side.
Yeah, it's two fan blades inside the nacelle, one in front of the other. One rotates clockwise, one rotates counterclockwise.
You're right. I forgot all about that. I was thinking back to the TOS Enterprise.
No, 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 no.
Yes, yeah, I know what you're saying. Someone must have a something out there for it.
Well, Jordan, there was one at Wonderfest that had the counter rotating fan blades in it.
Okay.
And Jordan talked to the person that made it and he got their contact information or they got his contact information or something. But anyway, he was supposed to get back in touch with them about it. And I was like, please do, because I want to know. And he never did.
Well, we'll have to touch base with Jordan when we get a chance then, and we'll all have to start pestering him for that
I
information.
asked him about it the other day and he said he still hadn't gotten in touch with him yet.
Okay. Well, Jordan's been pretty busy lately.
He has. There's no way I'm going to work the hours that he works.
Yeah.
It was
Bucks,
bad enough when we were working 10 and a half hours a day.
uh, Buck says, "I know, Donnie. Use magic."
Yeah. Yeah, that's when he said exacto counter spinero. I think
Uh,
Buck's been watching too much Harry Potter.
yes. Yeah, Andrew says, "I see what you're saying now. You that would just take some gears, I think."
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we can find out from that gentleman that Jordan had been speaking to at Wonderfest. Like I
I
said,
hope
someone out there
so.
has got to have a solution or something, obviously.
If I could just figure out a way to attach the motor shaft to the main shaft and that little gear thing out of that little sphere, then everything would be great. But
Right.
I couldn't figure that part out.
So what do you? That's copper now
Now this is
or brass?
brassy brass.
Okay, brassy brass.
Vallejo Game Air. I love these Vallejo Game Airs. They work great for brush painting. I like the AK Extreme Metals for airbrush, but you cannot brush paint those.
Yeah, that's what I've been using lately. For well, actually, not just lately, but for quite a while. Is the AK Extreme Metals.
Yeah, those are nice.
I used to use the Viejo uh, metals as well. Metallics, their metallic range wasn't bad either.
The alcohol ones, or
I think they were, yeah, like an alcohol based one. Yeah, they're not
those
as good
weren't
as the
bad. Yeah,
AK. They're not as good as AK, but I found they were pretty good.
yeah, they dried so fast though.
Andrew says we'll have a hive mind solution, same as the moving nacelle pylons on Voyager.
Yes,
And then Andrew's asking, so what's the difference between model air and game air?
Model Air is thinner. It's just thinned out more. Also the Game Air metallics use uh mica flakes to make the reflectivity of the metallic paint, and Game Air uses aluminum powder,
Okay. Well, sounds like
which
you're a man who knows his paint.
just the ones I've used.
Oh, we're focused on your mask,
Oh, I'm
your
sorry.
visor.
Unfortunately, I have old eyes, so
Yeah.
I think there was a YouTube channel I used to watch. I think it was Vince Ventrella painted minis all the time. I think that's who was telling the difference between the Vallejo Game Metallics and Game Air Metallics.
Ricardo says, I've been thinking about the counterspin for the Into Darkness Enterprise, but I think that the outer blades are spinning and the inner ones are static. Is it
No, they counter
okay?
rotate.
Yeah, he says it's he thought it was a visual effect maybe.
Oh, I'm sure it was a visual effect in the movie. I mean, there was no model of the ship; it was CG.
There's a channel I watch on YouTube called Ship Happens. It's a couple out of the UK that are restoring uh, a harbor patrol boat from the UK from World War II, and the wife wears a pair of Ray-Ban glasses that have the two cameras in it, one on each side, so
Oh
she
yeah,
doesn't
I
film
saw
with
those.
that. And I was thinking, oh, if I ever have to get new glasses, I wonder if what the price is on a set of those frames.
I don't know.
Because even if you don't use all the footage from it, but using some of the footage, I think could be
Straight from
beneficial.
your glasses, that would be cool.
Yeah, because then that way they're seeing exactly what you're seeing.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But I bet you they're super super expensive.
Oh, yeah, regular glasses are not cheap, so
Yeah.
I can imagine what those would be. Plus, you can get your insurance company to pay for glasses. Your insurance company would probably laugh if you tried to get them to pay for those.
Buck said, "Wait, I was over by the saw. Did Donnie just say he was watching the Jagermeister channel?"
Maybe. Nah, I don't watch Jaeger. I drink it.
That's some mighty fine detail there.
Thank you. This is the last parts for the War Machine,
Oh, cool.
and it'll be done.
Are you putting a like a dull coat on it or anything, or
Probably not.
no? A lot of that game color, I'm assuming, is more resilient.
It's resilient enough, yeah.
Oh, Trent says the Smart Ray Ban glasses are $375. You know what?
Oh, it's not as
That's
much as I thought they would be.
yeah. I was thinking, maybe $600-700 more. So that's cool. That's actually somewhat possible because
I'd still like to see what your insurance company would say if you tried to get those on your insurance.
so for me, it's a certain dollar amount I have. Doesn't matter what I get, as long as it's under that dollar amount, or they'll only pay up to whatever X amount dollar amount.
Yeah, mine is that way too, but I got a feeling if you turned in a pair of smart glasses, they'd be like, wait a minute. Yeah, my insurance allows like $200 or something like that for a pair of frames, and then X amount for your lenses.
Andrew says, I'd love a pair with my prescription in, but I think they only film in portrait.
I don't know.
No, I think they do landscape because like a regular like what you're seeing on Donnie's screen. Because like I said, I watched the channel Ship Happens, and the wife's a lot of her footage is right off from those glasses. I don't recall it changing. Other than you can tell that you're now watching from her view because the moment before you're watching on a different camera.
That would be cool though, wouldn't it?
It would. We'll see if that becomes all the rage here soon in the hobby
That
in the
would
hobby scene.
that would be an awesome way to do miniature painting because it's hard
Oh
enough to
yeah,
film painting minis anyway.
yeah.
And if you could do it from like right there,
Well, exactly. Although you got to watch your footage though, because if you start moving your head around too much, you're gonna get your viewers some
yeah,
motion sickness.
yeah, I wouldn't advise it for a live stream, but for recording, then you could just go through and pick out the good bits.
Yeah, no, for sure. Andrew
Try
said
some
he'd
of
love to
this.
have the teleprompter feature.
Yeah, try some of this Model Air Chrome. I don't know if I've ever used this before.
I'm sure I must have at some point. I'm pretty sure I've got that in all my in all my VAO model air colors.
Yeah, I've got all the metallic Model Air colors. I don't think I've ever used this Chrome one before.
I don't recall using it much in the past number of years, so either I just wasn't impressed with it, or just I forgot if it was good or not.
It's not very chrome.
Okay, it's almost like a dull aluminum or aluminum color.
just looks like silver.
Yeah.
I was trying to fix my little boo-boo there.
Little
Yeah,
wet blending.
it's just silver.
Yeah. Well, Andrew's asking for some input. He says, I have a choice between getting the updated 650 Enterprise D with the armature and improvements or the studio scale Enterprise C. Which should I get? Or which would you get?
Ooh, that's a hard question. I'd get the C myself.
Yeah, studio scale C.
Yeah, that's just me though.
Myself, I would probably do the D just because I don't have a D that big.
I don't have either one of them, so.
Yeah, true enough.
But I
Yeah,
like the C better than the D.
yeah, see, me personally, I think I'd go for a 650 Enterprise D over a studio scale C. Because the C is not as well known.
Well, no, it's not, but I just like the C better.
Yeah. So, Andrew, do you know roughly what scale the studio scale Enterprise C is? Would it be like a 400 scale roughly, or do we know like or how long it is or anything like that?
That's a good question.
Because originally it was only being used for one episode, so I don't know how big they would have made it. But then again, they usually make ships knowing they're going to reuse them.
Yeah, especially back then. I don't know, the Enterprise D just looks awkward to me.
That was a big feeling people had when it first was aired late at the end of the 80s there.
It still does to me.
Yeah.
The saucer is just so huge compared to the rest of the ship.
So Andrew says 102 centimeters long, so just over a meter. So it's smaller than the 350 Excelsior.
Well, yeah, but the Excelsior was a long ship.
Yes, those nacelles make it extra long. But
I want the one that Howard got. I want the or was it no, it wasn't Howard, it was
yeah, Howard got the I think 421.
460.
Yeah, whatever. It's 1 meter in length.
Yeah, that's the one I'd love to have.
Yeah. Buck says, by the way, I have to come clean. I'm not really a modeler. I just play one on the internet.
Oh no.
Trent says, share with the group, Buck. Let it all out. That's okay, Buck. We still love you for who you are.
We do. Okay. Here's the little spear guns.
That looks really good.
Thank you. I just gotta pop them on and it'll be finished. We'll set these over here. And what I'm gonna be working on now is this. Well, I gotta zoom out.
Yes, you may need to do that. Some sort of monster?
Yes. There.
And now you're going to have to rotate it 45 degrees at least. There we go. So what kind of monster is that?
I can't remember what it's called right offhand. It's for the campaign that I'm going to be running. It's a creature that lives in Avernus, which
Okay.
is the first layer of hell. In Dungeons and Dragons, there's 9 layers
Okay.
of hell, each one ruled by a different devil. Let's see if I
Let's see
can
here.
find it here in the book.
Buck says, "Wait, are you going after Moby Dick with that spear?" To which Don says, he needs a bigger boat."
Yes, there it is.
Oh, okay. And you can see the size of a man beside that's in a silhouette. That is a huge creature.
Yes, it's called Croaktek, right
Hmm.
there at the bottom.
Looks like it's got some sort of metal banding on the bottom of it, where ribs
Yeah,
would be.
it's unique.
Hmm. Trent says, "Land shark."
Kinda.
Buck says, "Show us the face."
The face? There is no face. It's all mouth.
And some nostrils.
Yeah, there's no face. Just all I'ma eat you.
Um, Andrew says to his math, that tells him it's about 1/514th scale.
Oh, the Enterprise C Studio model?
Yeah.
That's a well, I mean, they were just building it to film, so
And after that short comment, Buck says, "I don't think that looks anything like Ricardo." Buck says it looks like Cthulhu had a bad dream, and then he asks if you're
ooh,
going to
what
light
would
it.
be a bad dream for Cthulhu?
I have no idea,
Ooh.
and he wants to know if you're going to light it.
No.
We kind of knew that already.
It's a big fish creature thing. But I got to get his head glued on and then try to fill that gap. Some anyway.
Well, Buck's saying now it's never going to be finished without lights.
I know, Buck. I know.
Just throw a tea light in the mouth there and just say it's lit.
There you go.
One of those battery operated ones. There, it's lit. You happy?
Hey, there's holes in his neck and holes in the inside of his head. Maybe I could just stuff a light in his belly and
There you go. Andrew says some fish are bioluminescent.
they are. Let's get some. Where's
Just can't
my?
get over the size of its things. The thing's nostrils.
I know, right? Well, considering how big a man is compared to this thing,
Yep. You have a choice. You can go into its mouth or into its nose. Buck says adventure in the mouth with a torch.
yeah, there you go. There's a guy on Thingiverse that 3D modeled every miniature for this adventure.
Wow, cool.
That's where I got all these.
And Buck goes, "That's why you keep me around." He's an idea man. He's not a modeler. He's an
Something
idea
like
guy.
that. Well, yeah, we'll go with that, Buck.
So, what kind of primer do you use on figures like this?
I'll probably use the Mr. Hobby.
Okay. Like the Mr. Surfacer 1000 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 1200 is what I got.
Okay. Yeah. You just thin them to whatever level. They're all good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get more of the black 1500 just because I want more of that primer in black. Just always seems to be hard to get.
I don't use a lot of black primer. I use some.
I like it for armor and aircraft. I want to get more
Yeah,
for
for
my
the
A10.
shading.
Yeah, because I would like to black base the A10 and then do the marbling effect, and
Yeah.
then go over top with the grays. Don says other Don is keeping a shift going at the resin plant.
Maybe.
And Buckman says, I just looked at the score. We have a 5-way tie for the firsts. Oh, you must have the score thing on for your chat.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just looking at it on StreamYard. So
Okay, yeah. And Don says he shoots, he scores.
try some of this Mr. Dissolved putty.
Okay.
I don't know. That gap might be too big for this, but we'll find out.
Yeah, it may be.
We'll find out.
Exactly. I used a fair amount of it on the Reliant along the windows along the front.
Right?
Works good for that.
May end up having to use some milliput or something.
You could put a big collar on him with a leash.
Hey, there you go.
I just wonder what the size of the person is who walks that creature.
I wouldn't want to think about it. But I mean, when you think where this thing lives, I'm sure there's something else down there big enough to walk this thing on a leash.
Probably. Trent says, Ken, have you seen the Black Snake A10 coolest paint job I've seen? Yes, I have seen that one. It is cool. Right now, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go for the warthog face or if I'm going to go with the shark's mouth. Those are the patterns I have in decals right now. Unfortunately, I don't have the Black Snake one, but it is a really cool pattern. I
Oh
don't think
no,
I have the black snake face for it, but
I kind of like the shark's mouth on the ATN. It's just kind of
if you saw the A10 in the first Transformers movie, it had the shark's mouth.
yeah.
It looks good. A lot of people like the warthog face because, well, it's also known as the A10 warthog.
Right. The
But
ATN is just a freaking cool plane.
yeah, now they're saying it's going to be retired for sure now next year.
They've been saying that.
Yeah. Buck says, Milliput, that sounds like something you get in Oz. Is it Munchkins from the blender? No, it's where Munchkins go to play golf. Thank you.
At the milliput course.
Yep. Yeah, now with the A10 though, they're saying, I mean, because the A10 you can only really use it when you have air superiority. When the enemy has no aircraft capabilities, because it can't really defend itself against other fighters or anything.
Well, that's true, but that's the purpose of the A10.
Yeah, but
It's
the
ground support.
F-35 can actually do the ground support role though as well, and
Eh,
also be superiority air superiority aircraft. Just kind of like the F-18. It's an FA-18 or like F/A for
yeah.
fighter and attack.
But any or any pilot that I've heard talk about it, anybody anyway, will tell you that an A-10 is better at ground attack than an F-18.
Oh, for sure. I would certainly agree with you on that.
And I would think probably true for the F-35 too.
That I'm not sure of, because they might have been planning this the whole time to replace. Because
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
sure
know
they
what the
were.
gun is, because the gun's not a big stick out gun like it is on the A-10, because the F-35 is a stealth aircraft.
Well, the F-35's gun is definitely nowhere near as dangerous as the A-10s.
Well, actually, a lot of aircraft have that same style gun or something very similar,
What,
just
to the
enshrouded.
F-35?
F-35. I'm trying to think what the F-15 has. A lot of them have like
What, a
GAU
20
type guns.
millimeter?
Well, the one on the A-10 is a 30 millimeter.
Yeah, but it shoots those depleted uranium shells.
It can, yep, in an anti-armor purpose. I'm gonna. Are you googling it as well to see what an F-35 has for a gun?
Yeah, 25 millimeter.
Okay, so 5 millimeters smaller.
Yeah.
And then they
How
also
long
have
does this
some
dissolved putty take
F-15s.
to dry?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
How long does this dissolved putty take to dry?
I'd give it 30 minutes.
Oh, I didn't plan that out very well, did I?
You can go around in there with a Q-tip though and neaten it up if you want.
With some lacquer thinner?
Yes, just gently moisten though.
Yeah. Kind of like using a wet Q-tip to clean up the Vallejo putty.
Exactly. Buckman says the U-2 was retired back when I was active duty, somewhere around 2006 or 2007. However, those guys at Beale kept flying it for some reason.
Because they like it? Because it's way cheaper to operate than a SR-71?
More than likely, yes. Buck says, so I wouldn't expect the A-10 to really retire soon as long as there are tanks to kill. I would have probably agree with you there, Buck. They say they've also said the A-10 is going to retire a bunch of times. This time they're saying it's for sure, but they said that before as well. And Buck
I
says,
guess we just have to wait and see.
yeah, and Buck says the SR-17 is retired.
SR-17, you mean 71? Or
Eric's here.
I think Buck is dyslexic.
Eric says, Donnie, are you painting a platypus?
No.
uh, and yes, Buck agreed. Yes, he meant SR-71.
Oops.
You know what's going to happen now? People are going to start calling that your platypus.
I know. Yeah, that's going to need more putty. I think that'll
Yeah.
work though.
Yeah, I give that a chance to dry in and then come in with a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buck says, which means there's a replacement for the SR-1771.
SR-1771. Okay, sure. Why not?
And
I thought
then
it was called SR-72. The Dark Star.
Don says Skunk Works magic. Yes. Good old Skunk Works.
Dude, Skunkworks comes up with some stuff.
They do. Buck says it's called the Enterprise NCC 1701.
Oh, cool.
Okay, guys, who's winning in the comments now?
Are we tracking it?
You know, if you don't donate money, you get more points. Just saying. I'm
There's
not
one
saying, but I'm
problem.
just saying.
There's one problem, Ken.
You're not. You can't get money. You
Right.
can't. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ooh,
We can get
what do
these
you?
guys primed while we're waiting on him.
Some gargoyles or what are those?
Devils.
Okay. Big old flaming sword.
Yeah. Of course. What self-respecting devil doesn't have a flaming sword?
I don't know. I've never met one, and I hope never to.
Exactly. I hope never to also.
Buck. Buck says I tried to donate. YouTube said Donnie's not worthy.
Yeah, they say that. Oh well.
And Don said warp speed. He said
Warp
warp
speed.
sopped, and then he goes speed. Going back to the callback of
Warp
it's called
sopped.
NCC 1701.
Are you typing on your phone, Don? Because my phone does that to me a lot.
So was anyone else tonight on their bench? Oh, we have Alec
Alex
here.
not. He's at work.
Yeah, Alex says hello from work and in pain from his stupid mistake last night.
Oh, with the drill bits?
Not good. Don
You
says he's.
didn't see on Discord?
No, not yet. I haven't.
He he was drilling holes in the U-96, I think.
Yeah.
And the drill bits wouldn't fit in his pin vise, so he was just using the drill bits in his hand, and he cut his
Ooh.
hands, evidently.
Oh,
Cut his
ouch.
fingers.
Yeah. So it's always good to keep a little first aid kit, or some bandages at your hobby bench.
Right?
Keith said he was typing with his left hand, and to which Buck says, "I see we were all hired for our typing here."
Yes.
Eric says, "Buck, I hope you're all your sorry. I hope you're clothed on your bench."
Not only that, Buck, but you're paid as well as you type. So,
Buck says he uses CNC bits just by hand.
well, yeah,
Okay.
but they have that little collar, little
Okay.
collet on them. The CNC bits do.
Yeah. And Don says, "Lesson learned the hard way." Yes, it would be. Eric's asking you, Donnie, is that an Infinity airbrush from Harder and Steenbeck?
Yes. Yeah, it's the Not the 2024. It's the other one. I need to get a new air valve to put in my Sotar.
Oh, okay. Buck says first aid kit. Why? We should all have CA, and that should repair just about any injury short of amputation. And that might be able to fix an amputation if you're careful.
If you got enough CA,
Yeah.
just dunk the stump in CA. There you go. Problem solved.
Ooh, yeah. Alex says, actually, after I reached 3 millimeter drill bit size and up for about 2.5 holes, I stupidly chose not to grab the electric handheld drill and used the drill bit by hand and gripped it by the cutting edge. Ooh.
Good decision. Good decision.
Eric comments about your airbrush. He says it's nice. He'd love to see he'd love the 2024 titanium one.
I know.
And Buck says it looks like a candy cane.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
It does have that pattern. And Buck says he buys the 4 ounce bottles of CA just in case.
I buy the 4 ounce bottles of CA sometimes, but not for amputations.
Yeah, Alec, probably a drill would have made a big difference in drilling. If you don't have a drill, I mean, you could always buy one of the Tamiya ones. You could do a build video on the Tamiya drill because it is a kit you got to put together.
Yeah. Imagine that. A drill makes drilling better.
Yes.
Who would have thought?
Thanks, Don, or thanks, Buck. He says if Donnie scoots his chair back about 2 inches, it'll look like he's naked at the bench.
No, I don't want to infringe on your territory, Buck. I don't want you to get mad or anything because I took over your area.
Eric is saying he says, Donnie, I read somewhere that they were going to release a titanium hop-up kit for older Infinities.
Well, yeah, that's the sweet thing about H&S. All of their stuff is compatible.
Mm-hmm. A couple of people talking about those handy drills. Buck has one. He says it comes in handy a lot.
The handy drill
And
is handy.
yes, Eric says to me a handy drill is handy indeed. Buck said, I made a funny. And Don said, please don't.
Coming from the guy that models naked, you never know what made a funny means.
Well, here's what he says. He said, I'm only naked from the neck down. I'm wearing a hat. Are you wearing a watch as well? And Eric says the Tamiya router is nice too. Yes, I have both of those. Pretty much the same thing, just a different color.
Was it spin a little faster or something?
It might. I'm not too sure. And Buck says he has that one as well.
I have neither one.
There we
I'm happy
go.
with my little Walmart knockoff Dremel tool.
Alex said, added it to my wish list. I'll buy before I mod my Apache base. And the fact that Buck's only wearing a hat, Eric comments, that explains why Buck's dogs are traumatized.
I don't know. His new one seems to like him a lot. So
You're all out of focus. We're focusing on your visor again. There we go. I agree with you, Buck. Buck says he hasn't worn a watch since December 11th, 2010, his last active duty day before he retired. Yeah, once I retired from work as well, I stopped wearing a watch.
I got out of the habit of wearing the watch when I went to work at Nissan because we're not allowed to wear one on mine.
Yeah. I suppose that would be a hazard.
Well, it's not a hazard. They don't want you to scratch the car.
Oh, okay. Buck says the dogs are just jealous.
Oh, is that it? Maybe they just like hanging around you because they feel inferior.
Eric says all dogs laugh out loud at wrinkled peanuts. Well, that's cool, Buck. Buck's saying Marley is out cold by the shop door. He took him out earlier and threw a ball for him for about 15 minutes. He says it's very humid out there.
Yes, it is. Let me slide over here and get this cleaned out real quick.
Do you ever do the white paint followed by a black paint followed by a white paint from above?
Sometimes,
Okay.
if the mini has really good detail,
Yep.
that helps a lot. You know, because it'll land on top of the details
Yes. Yeah.
and give you a good like pre-shading. But if a mini doesn't have really great detail, then that doesn't help a whole lot. It helps some.
Okay. Eric says his air quality here is terrible right now. Sadly.
Air quality here is not bad. It's just hot.
Yeah. Probably getting all the smoke coming down that way. Well, we're supposed to get some rain tonight, so I'm hoping.
Hoping for some rain.
Yeah, cool. Maybe cool things off a bit.
That would be nice.
Eric says Canadians getting their revenge on us. Elbows up. And referring to the air quality, Buck says, wait, did Ian fart again?
Then the air quality would be bad.
Yeah.
Let's see if this
Alex
putty's
says, so
dry.
Donnie, is it a bad connection or something? I'm not sure if it's just me, but every once in a while your camera just kind of blinks out and back on.
Oh yeah, I explained that one time on the Friday night stream. For whatever reason, when my air compressor cuts off, my camera blinks for a second. I have no idea why it does that. Maybe because they're plugged into the same power strip. I don't know. It's just weird.
Eric says, Alex, stop breathing the paint, it'll stop.
It's weird to me that it does it when the compressor cuts off, not when it cuts on.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought too. When you would do it when it cuts on.
It don't though. It's when it cuts off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit that with the second application.
Yeah, there was a pretty wide gap for that.
But I
So,
think it did a good job for one application though.
oh yeah, Buck says that's a feature on Donnie's computer. It lets his audience know that the airbrush is real.
Is that what it is, Buck? I think it probably has more to do with the HDMI to USB adapter thing
Mm-hmm.
because it does weird stuff sometimes.
Okay, you're out of focus again because we see your visor. Here we go.
Sorry.
I know it's hard.
I has to see, man. We
And
may
Don's
not get do what? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say Don's asking if your air compressor and camera are on the same circuit, which may be crowbarring the circuit a bit.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're both plugged into the same power strip.
There you have it. Yeah, Eric says power strip is struggling with the hard power cutoff of the compressor. May need a strip designed for high draw.
May need it. I don't know.
Buck says, "No, Ken, Donnie's not out of focus. He really looks that way."
I don't know, Buck. There was alcohol the night you met me, so maybe that has something to do with the out of focus.
But he did meet you again the next day.
He did. And the next day.
Oh, yes.
I wonder if heat would help this stuff dry any faster, or would that not make any difference?
Probably would help.
Because I can do that. Dang, it's 9 o'clock already, and I haven't got any painting done hardly.
Well, you got those spear guns done.
Yeah, got those two guys primed.
Don says, "Wait, we were drinking at Wonderfest."
Shh, I know it was a secret. Dang it. I still want to know what was that chocolate rum that Keith had.
Alex counting down the time. He's got 2.5 hours to go before he can go home. And Buck says, "Flamethrower, yay!" Or yeah.
I don't has a flamethrower. I just has a heat thrower.
Eric says, "Are you painting Perry the Platypus blue, and with or without his hat?" He's just a little top hat, a
Who is
tiny one,
Perry the Platypus?
just a tiny one off to the side a little bit.
I don't think I know who Perry the Platypus is.
Well, that's him there in your hand. You just invented the name for him.
Ah,
That's what
okay.
I'm thinking. Does it seem to be helping?
Seems to be helping. I don't know. It might be just drying it on the surface.
Oh, maybe there is a Perry the Platypus. Buck says, "Wow, I know Perry because of my grandson." So maybe there is a Perry the Platypus.
Maybe.
Don says, "Oh, look at that cute little heat gun."
It puts out plenty of heat.
Alex says, "If that's Perry, Donnie, where's your lab coat and accent? And what's your latest invention to take over the tri-state area?"
Okay, now I'm going to have to research Perry the Platypus.
Yes, and well, Eric's saying, Buck, show them Perry. Oh, okay. So Buck
Yeah,
says,
this stuff is going to have to dry a while before I can sand it.
okay. Perry the Platypus is from Phineas and Ferb. He is the pet platypus that is actually a secret agent.
Oh,
Oh, okay then.
I've
Now we
seen
know.
1 or 2 episodes of Phineas and Ferb.
I've seen 0 episodes of it because I don't have kids or grandkids, so
Right. I have both, so.
that'll do her.
Okay, so I'll just put that back up. And we'll paint these guys.
Was that one devil pooping? Was he sitting on a toilet pooping?
He's sitting on a throne.
So he's pooping. So you have a pooping devil. See, he's even got his tail off to the side to make sure he
Yeah.
doesn't poop on his tail. And that's your 3D printed
Wet palette.
wet palette you did up the other day.
Yeah.
Okay, Stephen Haynes says night, everyone.
Later, Steven. Have a good one. Satan ate a Circle K hot dog.
I'll do it every time.
Todd did say those things were pretty potent, so. I've never been brave enough to eat a Circle K hot dog, so.
I haven't seen a Circle K in a while.
Oh, there's several of them up here in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, we had one in my hometown, but I don't know. I've probably driven past a lot in the city here. I just never really pay attention to them, I'm sure.
You can't miss them here in Murfreesboro. There's like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know where there's one, not too far from here. Yeah, it's one of those places I never go to, so.
You never go to Circle K?
No.
I don't go there very often either.
I get the odd Slurpee from 7-Eleven.
I go to 7-Eleven right down the road here quite a bit. Because they got my Zone nicotine pouches, buy one, get one free.
Well, there you go. That's a good deal. Eric
Free
says,
is always a good deal.
oh, free, yeah. Free, gift, and cheap. Favorite 3 words. Eric says, can go to New York and order a dirty water dog.
Do I even want to know what a dirty water dog is?
We're focusing on your goggles again.
Yeah, I know, but I have to see his eyes.
I know. So, Eric, inform us here what a dirty water dog is from New York.
That's why I asked, do we want to know? Do we really want to know what a dirty water dog is? do we want to know? Do we really want to know? Maybe Eric doesn't want to tell us what a dirty water dog is.
Or he's typing with his left hand.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Dawn.
Don was, but we'll see if maybe Eric is too. See, Buck is actually saying Dirty Water Dog reminds me of the 60s song Yellow River.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, he sent it to me via Discord. Okay, I'll look. Is it going to upset my tender tummy? Let's see here. Discord. Okay. I
Not as
will
bad
read a
as we
little
were
bit more.
afraid it
No,
was going to
it's
be.
yeah. No, it's not that bad. I'll read a little bit more on it once the stream is done. He says by IP freely. And Don says, beat me to it, Eric. Buck says, wait. If Eric or anyone is typing with their left hand, makes me wonder what they're doing with their right hand. There are things on every stream that make you go, ew.
Ew, that's gross.
And Buck says, and I used all three theirs in one group of words. Eric says, holding my phone. Geez, Buck, you perv.
Buck a perv? Never. I mean, he just does butt naked modeling.
Ew, that's gross.
Don says, gold star, Buck. Buck says, and your point, Eric? I mean, besides the top of your head.
Are you saying Eric is a conehead, Buck? That's probably another one that Alec doesn't know.
He may not, yes. Eric says, how did you know I was a conehead? That's because you keep saying you're from France. Actually, I really liked the Coneheads movie, too. That was good.
It was good.
And I was pretty young at the time when that came out. Well, not pretty young. I was younger when it came out, but I was just trying to remember who the daughter was in that movie.
Who played the daughter?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
because she was a cutie back then. 1993. There we go. Uh, da, da, da.
That's when I hired in at Nissan.
Buck says Michelle Burke. Okay.
Buck's Google Foo is strong.
It is. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, she's 3. She was 3 years older than I am. All right, what have I missed? Buck says, by the way, pulls back into the lead with 150 points, followed by Don at 125 points, and Trent at 100 points.
Buck is our scorekeeper.
Buck says, wait, you consumed mass quantities? Another reference to Coneheads.
Yes, that was their tagline. Must consume mass quantities.
Smoking a whole pack of cigarettes at once.
Yeah. Popping open every beer in a 12-pack, drinking
Yep.
them.
Buck says, Robin, to the Google. Is it my Google Foo or my Foo Google or my Foogle Goo?
Fugal goo.
Eric says, and I don't want to know what he types with.
Maybe he doesn't type with either hand.
Buck says, I'm competitive, damn it. Don's like, Don's doing the one word at a time thing. What are you saying, Buck? All as kind of different entries there, trying to gain his some more points.
That's what I did the other night on, I think it was Jordan's stream.
I remember that. Oh, I think Eric's doing it. Let's see here. He goes, how many points? Buck jumps in. Damn it! Now it now shows Don in first, but we both have 150 points. And then Eric's continuing on. I need. Buck's like he got here first. Oh no, Buck's okay. Don's going letter by letter now. Don says W. Don says H. Don comments A. Don left a comment saying T.
Now every YouTube stream is going to be a competition.
Oh, poor Eric. Eric says, all hail Don. And then Buck says, I just look, Eric, you're not even the leaderboard. Can you pull your head back a bit?
Sorry.
There we go.
My bad. I keep trying to see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know exactly. Don says, respect your elders. Buck says, I think you have negative points. Eric says, it's because I'm a figment of your imaginations.
Uh-oh.
Buck says, either that or you have 75 points. I'm not exactly sure.
Now Buck's trying to mess with him.
So what color are you using right now for this guy?
Something crimson. The label's all faded out.
Okay. It's a Vallejo color as well. Vallejo model.
No, that's a Reaper color.
It's a Reaper color? Okay.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing about the Reaper paints. They use thermal paint.
Thermal ink.
labels on the bottles,
Yeah.
and they fade away.
Once you get them, if you get them right away, you could put like some packing tape or something over that. Should seal it in. If you think about it, I don't know.
Would that keep it from fading?
Yeah, it can.
I'll have to try that. I like the Reaper paint, but half of the ones I got, the names are all gone.
Buck says, Eric, is that's being an amateur move. I, on the other hand, am a figment of my own imagination.
Ooh.
Buck says, shh, Don, I'm not stealing them. I'm borrowing them without permission. Don says, for an indefinite amount of time? Oh, no, sorry. Don says, permanently acquiring them, are you? And Buck says, for an indefinite amount of time. Eric says, Buck is a delusion. Buck does have delusions of grandeur. So that's your kind of like a dark base color that you'll go over top of with your other reddish type colors.
Yeah, with the highlights. Yeah, most of the people that paint minis will paint the mid tone and then paint the shadows and then paint the highlights. But to me, it's easier to paint the shadows because everything goes on the shadows. You know, the shadows are in the recesses. That's the hardest thing to get to once you have another paint on it.
Yeah, that's what I've seen a lot of miniature painters do. I'm not that good at painting miniatures, but yeah, usually the darker and then working your way up to the higher points with lighter colors where the light would naturally shine better.
Right. Yeah, because these minis were just, made by some dude. They don't have a lot of intricate details, so
Right. Buck says, I have Grand Illusion from Styx. I like that album. Yes, album. Pressed black vinyl that had a needle run on it. That was a thing in the 70s.
and 80s.
Don says, I was hoping for trivia the other night during the streams. Oh, wow. It's hard to do when I'm actually modeling at the same time, though.
That is true.
I'm really hoping to finish that uh, Macross kit that Howard gave me. So, and then I think one of the next ones I want to start working on is that tank you gave me for Christmas.
The Apocalypse tank.
Yep, with the
Yeah,
lighting inside.
the Apocalypse tank looks cool.
It does.
All of those Red Alert kits that Border did look cool.
Yeah, they do actually look really cool.
I have the blimp.
Right. Eric says, I have a lot of vinyl. Best way to listen to music.
Till it gets scratched.
True, true.
I've got a bunch of albums.
Buck says, welcome to Grand Delusion. Come on in and see what happened. Paid with rice, got hiccups for the show. Or something like that.
That sounds like one of those bad lip reading videos on YouTube.
Oh, I love those.
I do too.
I really liked the Redneck Avengers.
Yeah, I like the Yoda one
The Yoda, yes.
with the
The seagulls, you
seagulls.
mean?
Yeah.
Yep. Don says, "Well, I want what you're smoking there, Buck. Don't hide it, divide it." Buck says, "You were supposed to sing it."
Buck keeps that stuff to himself.
Is there much like a leathery detail at all in those wings?
No, they're just smooth.
Uh,
Yeah, they're just smooth.
yeah,
And then they got the ribs in them.
yeah.
Yeah, there's not much leathery detail. There's brush strokes right now.
Well, that's a detail.
Kind of. It'll definitely need a second coat.
Have you ever tried that Cote d'Arms paint?
Coat deal. Seems like I heard of that. I don't think I've ever tried it though.
Okay, well, I never have. I'm just asking. It's kind of a miniature painting paint.
Yeah, that's an old paint, ain't it?
Yeah,
There's a support stuck in there that I didn't get out.
paint it. It's there. It's part of the model now.
No, we'll get it.
Well, that's his thing, man. What are you doing? Actually, it looks like he's got a poop hanging out there.
It does, don't it?
Like
Well,
he
it's
was waiting
gone
to use
now.
the toilet. The other guy's hogging it. Toilet hog. He's like, "Come on, shitter, get off the pot."
But I'm reading Facebook on my phone.
No, no, no. They're evil devils. He's reading it in his goblet of blood.
Yeah.
Don says emasculated devil. He's wangless.
That's the only thing about these 3D prints. Sometimes the slicer hides supports in places you don't think to look.
And Buck's going on with song lyrics again.
Is he quoting song lyrics or making up song lyrics?
No, no. I don't smoke it no more. I'm tired of waking up on the floor. Oh, thank you, please. It only makes me sneeze, and then it makes it hard to find the door. To which Don says, "Okay, Ringo."
That does sound like something Ringo would say.
Actually,
I mean, the Beatles did write a happy little song about some kid blowing people away with a gun. So
Hmm. Buck says, or sorry, Eric says, Buck listened to Wasted Rock Ranger.
Wasted Walk Ranger?
Wasted Rock Ranger.
I've never heard of that.
No. Buck says it was a Ringo Starr song. I had to look up the lyrics to get them left, as opposed to get them right.
Yes.
Don says next thing he'll be watching The Wizard of Oz to the Dark Side of the Moon.
Buck's probably already done that.
Well, Buck says, bet you can't say that 3 times fast. 3 times fast, 3 times fast, 3 times fast.
That.
Yeah, that. Is that guy wearing a wife beater shirt?
He's wearing armor.
Oh, okay. I thought he was wearing his wife beater.
It has like a face on it.
Wearing the wife beater after a hard day of fighting denizens down in the deep.
Yeah. Get through beating up those adventurers, go home and put my tank top on.
Complaining to my wife about a hard day and coming home to a meal that's not even cooked properly and blah blah. Eric says wife beater armor by Hanes.
There you go.
Buck says I used to drive my ex-wife nuts by singing "We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Id,"
Wonderful Wizard of Id.
to which Don says 3 times. Buck says if you're really chillaxing, you has no shirt.
Or sometimes when you're modeling on the live stream.
Eric is talking about his Buck's ex-wife. He said, "Buck, did a house fall on her?"
Oof.
Maybe. She was quite the witch. Don says, spoken from experience.
I would assume that if she wasn't, she'd still be the wife, not the ex-wife.
Buck said, but I should be nice. I heard one day that she had passed. Was that the day that the police came knocking at the door asking where you were? Where you had been the night before?
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe you have witnesses to your alibi?
Can we ask where you were on the night of so-and-so?
Where were you on the night of last night? Buck says, maybe. I think Ken was there.
Phew. That would have been a long drive all the way from Canada.
Yeah.
Even if Buck was still in Alaska, that still would have been a long drive.
Yeah, it would have been even longer. Eric says, Ken, was there a sister? Or sorry, Ken was there for the sister?
You do ask that a lot, Ken.
Buck said, it would have been since she was in Reno and I was in Germany. Okay. We'll check that alibi, but don't leave town yet. You just stick around here in Germany. We'll check on that alibi.
Maybe he hired somebody.
Want me to whack a guy, off a guy, or whack off a guy?
Something like that.
Dawn's bad boys, bad boys. Dawn says, any Italians in your family? To Buck, I guess.
Vinny, I need a favor, man.
Yep. What, my cousin Vinny?
Yeah.
Eric says he married one, an Italian. Hello, Mr. Compressor.
Oh, you can hear it?
Yep. You hear it start up, and then you kind of see it it kind of fades away, the sound.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So the mic's like, oh, shit.
But it doesn't like cut it off instantly, just, quickly tones it down.
Yeah, at least it works.
There we go. And it just shut off, didn't it?
Yep.
Yep. Because the camera went all funky.
I guess maybe I need a better power strip.
Buck says, no Italianos, I think. However, there are many Germans and we hear nothing.
We hear nothing.
Eric says, 5'1", full of attitude and sarcasm. Must be his Italian wife.
Sounds like it.
And Don refers to Buck's German there. We hear nothing. It is okay, Schultz.
Right? I used to love that show. I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah. Buck says he married an Austrian. No, not from down under. The other one in Europe.
No, not that Austria.
So that paint actually dries pretty quick then for you to be able to do a second coat.
Yeah, it does. Most acrylic paints dry fairly quick. Plus, it's the base coat, so I didn't thin it down very much.
Eric's
I just
asking if she will pump you up like Arnold.
pump you up.
I'm here to pump you up. And Don says, was she one of the Von Traps? Yeah, I think. Buck says, yeah, just she will. Just she will. She went to the school as the governor. Yeah, I think you had told us that before, not at the same time, but she did go to the same school as him. I think I seem to remember Buck
Oh,
mention
yeah.
that.
He did mention that. think you mentioned that on one of the Friday streams.
Hmm. Actually, Buck said, funny thing, until I made her watch the movie, she had never seen The Sound of Music. Did she enjoy it, Buck?
How did we get from the Governator to the Sound of Music?
And Don says, bonus points for knowing the obscure reference. Well, at the same time, Eric starts singing The Hills Are Alive. Yes, she said, okay, so Buck says she went to school with Arnie, and I went to school with Sarah Palin, married to Todd Palin, who was on the wrestling team in high school. Okay.
You were married to Todd Palin? Well, that's what you said, ain't it? You went to school with Sarah Palin, married to Todd Palin.
Who was on the wrestling team in high school.
Yeah.
And Todd says, maybe.
I really should have thought ahead and put that putty on that thing earlier.
Well, you know what they say about hindsight?
It's 2020.
That's right. Actually, it's 2025.
I
Do you know what month it is? Are you okay? Do you need to see a doctor?
smell toast. Burnt toast.
Eric says, could you see Russia from your front porch too? Yes, I'm Canadian. I get that reference from Sarah Palin.
I wonder if she ever finished her Bridge to Nowhere.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Right.
Well, I watched the Superman movie today.
Was it good?
You know, I enjoyed it. Different from previous DC movies, but I did enjoy it. Yeah.
Well, everything I read online said that if you liked the comic books, you'd like the movie.
Yeah.
So I guess it was more tied to the comic books than the other movies,
Yes,
which
definitely
is
is.
good,
Yeah.
I think,
Actually,
anyway.
yeah. Todd said, or Todd. Oh, sorry, Todd's not here. Buck said that he had watched Sarah Palin's Alaska and was kind of pissed at how she made people in Alaska look. To which Don said, Don said, consider the source, Buck.
True.
Buck says, no, Donnie, you're supposed to ask, was when you're talking about the movie, you have to ask, was it Superman?
Was it Superman?
Was it ever? Now they're making fun of Sarah Palin.
Surely not.
What
Nothing
is there
there
to
to
make
make
fun
fun
of?
of.
Come on.
When are you going to get back on the Bird of Prey, Ken?
Once the Reliance done.
Ah, one Star Trek model at a time, huh?
Yep. I keep looking at it. It's all sitting there in that box.
Did you get another light kit for it, or
Yeah, I did. And the new light kit's just sitting in their box with it.
another Tenda Controls one?
Yeah, I mean that's what I was kind of running with on that one, so I figure I'd stick with it.
Right.
Uh, Buck says Grissom. Yes, we need to do a Grissom build soon.
We do.
You're gonna have to convince all those other guys like Todd and them.
I think they're enjoying their Wednesdays off.
I think so. Well, that was a long stretch. It was over a year that you
It
guys were working
was.
on the Falcon.
And somehow I got roped into a Woody stream.
Yes, you did.
Building that rocket's kind of fun, though.
And Don's saying, "And you get a Grissom, and you get a Grissom." Oh, now Don's giving out Grissoms now.
Hey, Don can give everybody the little Grissom.
The 1000s
Yeah,
that Jody is ever so coolly doing a lighting job on.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But it's a quarter to 10. So I think I'm going to call it here.
Okay.
I got these two guys done.
Looking good.
And I got the red on this guy base coated.
Nice.
And let's see if that putty's dry.
Stick your finger right in the putty and see.
Yeah. It's mostly dry. It's not dry
Okay.
yet. But it worked better in that big gap than I thought it would be in a
Yeah,
really
actually,
thin down putty.
yeah, I'm surprised too. That's good. Maybe before you go to bed, maybe give it one more last little coat.
Yeah.
Not necessarily on stream, but
I don't know. I might give it another coat tomorrow.
yeah.
I'm fixing to go to bed because I got to get up at 4.
Yeah, 4 comes early.
Yeah. Some of us are not in the Everyday is Saturday club yet.
Yes. Don says, fun stream, my friends. Buck says, wait a minute, Donnie, you can sleep when you're dead.
I can.
Don says, remember, Buck, he has that 4-letter word.
I know.
Eric says, so this episode of Satan the Wife Beater and Perry the Platypus gets primed.
Anyway, I think I'm going to get out of here. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thanks Ken for producing. I appreciate that too.
You're welcome.
See everybody tomorrow. Not on Buck's stream. It's going to be Keith's stream tomorrow because he's starting on the Chronos 1.
Yes, he is.
And then, of course, Wednesday's the Woody Wednesday stream. Thursday will be Jordan. What's Jordan working on? The
I'm
kit?
not sure yet.
I don't know. But anyway, Jordan will be streaming Thursday. Then our regular stream on Friday. Then Andrew on Saturday. And then all the guys on Sunday. And then back to me on Monday again.
A full week ahead of you.
We do. We got a whole full week at HTM. But anyway, thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you want. And I'll see y'all next Monday. Let me get over here to the outro video. I should have had that prepared, but I didn't.
Good night, everyone.
Anyway, night, everyone. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by.